I was gonna make an elderly joke, but I feel like a lot of boomers are getting beat up lately, so might not be the wisest thing. Go around their side over here, and we could use this to raise this right here. There we go. Seniority rules. I heard one of them break open over there. And that might have been it, actually. Very simple, very easy, but now we can traverse water, which is incredible. I mean, have we ever been able to do that before? Well, yeah, in a couple different games. But yeah, that's it. I'm always paranoid I might miss something cool, but then I'll probably just waste it. Whew. All right, let's go and skip that. And we have our 4th spirit orb. Thank you so much, Ken Namut. I will never forget you. That is until I will. Out of the nethers, once again, the old man appears. With this, you have now acquired all of the spirit orbs from the shrines on this plateau. Oh, extraordinary. That means it's finally time. It's finally time for me to tell you everything, but first, can we do this somewhere slightly warmer? Imagine an X on your map with the 4 shrines as the endpoints. Find the spot where those lines intersect. I shall wait for you there. Can you just point to it, please, on my Sheikah stone? Well, that's a pretty neat trick. I kind of wish you would show me how to do that, but as it stands, where the 4 lines intersect happens to line up here at the Temple of Time. And we will be heading there probably not for a while, if I had to hazard a guess. So we're gonna explore this place just a little more. And I wanna grab this. I wanna make sure that you don't fall into the drink because it is icy cold, but stepping on this thing before it's done, materializing is a little dangerous because of the way the physics work. And because we don't have the paraglider yet, you don't want to fall into the water. And worst of all, you don't want to, break it by going under. That looks sketchy. Looks sketchy as hell. Here we go. So was it worth it? Was the juice worth the squeeze? No. No, it was not. We have an opal. I mean, it's fine. But if I fall in, you guys can see for yourself how quickly you succumb in this icy drink. I mean, I, for one, am not a particular fan of cold drinks, and this is no exception. So I'm just gonna, here we go, avoid that. And let's assess the situation of this frozen little iceberg here. I'm gonna climb down very carefully, because anytime you see that, there's usually some pretty good things associated with it. I think there might be a shrine that is encased in ice much later, and yeah, it takes a while to melt it down. But by that point, you have elemental infused weapons, and those can also help keep your temperature down if you have them equipped. So they're very cool, but I'd rather have them, on display in my house, which we'll get to later. This is good. So when you drop down from a wall, it's kind of hard to get back on unless it's a straight drop. And with an angle like that, it's a little scary. Just want to make sure you don't take fall damage, It's the #1 killer in America behind obesity and, well, ice. So let's get out of here and climb up and see if we can't waste all of our stamina because we're so impatient. Ooh, interesting. I hear some battle music, which is mildly concerning. Let's head up here. And generally what you want to do with these is just stand very close to it with the flame, but in this case, let me show you some of the stuff I made. So just a couple of mushroom skewers, things that we've already sort of picked up. I made some steamed and simmered fruit, but a lot of this stuff you really can't help with how much health they give you. So I think I made a few of these elixirs, and you just mix monster parts with some of those bugs and geckos we found, and you get some various effects here. But yeah, just in case we needed those. And as for our inventory, let's go and hold this bundle of sticks here. I don't have any flint. Normally that's one of your #1 things that you hold on to, but if you go and drop this, and then you light it with fire, which I might just go ahead and do with my friend, Mr. Fire Arrow. Hopefully this doesn't hurt me. We can just do that. And it'll only go so far. So let me go ahead and swap on over to the torch. Yeah, because you got to get right up next to it. Don't worry, this will definitely be worth it. Oh man, and there's like a little treehouse over there. That's wild. Let me just get in there nice and personal. Since clearly... Come on, we got it. We can do it. Wow, this is kind of insane. Just how close you have to be to this. I'm emitting no heat. Oh, but there we have it. Nice and crispy fresh. I hope you enjoyed, friend. Bye-bye. All right, well, that's nice. But let's go ahead and, do I want to go in this direction uphill? Ooh, almost just hurt my ankles there. That would have been bad. You know, I'm actually gonna go back this way because I want to go upriver. If we go there, near where the waterfall is, there's obviously something good inside of the waterfall, but it's also the entrance to where I think the game wants you to go to. And yeah, that's just another nostalgic thing where you're like, oh, I gotta worry about the weather now? Sheesh. So, to make things a little quicker, I suppose I could probably just go ahead and ride my shield down. There's a slope. God willing, and the creek don't rise on account of the frozen cold water. Oh, good. You're gonna have to get pretty good at this later. But this is a shield that I don't care much for, so we're fine. Oh my god! The ice chews are terrible. Oh, please don't let there be keys. Anything but them. Ooh. With that, we have white choo-choo jelly. It's cool to the touch, and squeezing it seems to relieve stress. If struck, it will explode in a cool mist, as we've seen before. You can lay these down as traps and shoot them or blow them up, and it will freeze the hell out of enemies. Could be very viable, but it's another one of those things that I feel like was done much better in Tears of the Kingdom, just because you could imbue your arrows with them and stuff like that. In this, it's just a little more cumbersome to have to worry about your chews, so I probably won't do too much with them, but still good to have. And I actually want to check out the water. Yeah, so over there you can see there's a raft with like a sail on it, and that's why they keep giving us these Koroks, or Korok leaves rather, so that you could actually try and explore a little bit around there, but this worries me. I'm kind of afraid. Oh god, leave me alone. So, yeah, someone's gonna try to shoot us from up there, which I do not appreciate. Oh god, wrong one. Please don't shoot. Come on. Yeah, just knock him into the drink. Oh my god, that's depressing. That is so sad. And I won't be able to get his goods unless I decide to go out there, but it's a little tricky. You might not want to commit to that just yet. Did he have a chest? I just see his body parts floating gently down there. Here, let me try this. I don't like to be wasting my arrows like this, but oh, something dropped. I hope that wasn't wood. Usually if they're not made of metal, they float, but maybe not here. All right, whatever. Behind the waterfall, as is usually the case in good video games, there are some awesome things for us to grab. Like the soldier's broadsword and a couple of chests. We've got another spiked boko bow. Nice. I didn't mispronounce it this time because I warmed up my vocals. We got some arrows to make up for the ones we lost in the war. And, of course, fire arrows. Not bad. Yeah, one of the very, very cool things about Cryonis is the fact that you can use them to scale waterfalls. It's very slow, but you are probably gonna have to do a few things with these. So in the instance of that, you can just like climb your way up and bypass doing it the right way, I suppose. I don't know if it's necessarily the best way to go about doing it, but it's still something to take into consideration. So, you know what? I'm actually not going to cross over. Right as I started doing it, I was like, that's a terrible idea. Without the paraglider to sort of help you renegotiate things. No way. No way. Oh man, I wish I could be over there right now. Oh god, these freaking assholes are back. Alright, I still got this. Soldier's broadsword is good to make up for this one when it breaks. Alright, sir. What are you thinking? You got arrows. He's got moves. Also, you have a friend somewhere. Or maybe that was you. I couldn't quite tell. Thank you. Man, only the Fang. So in Master Quest, do enemies just drop fewer materials? Because I feel like they always drop like the full enchilada, you know? Maybe not. I don't know. But let's keep on going back over here. And there will eventually be a crossing for us. Yeah, let me go and switch back to this. Just double check. Oh my god. Alright, right as I do it, I get ganged up on. Oof. Yeah, you don't want to get up and close and personal with those. I don't even know if that's strong enough to kill. I just have a feeling it is. Let's just not find out, shall we? Yeah. So there you got the erupting Mount Eldon. Ooh. And I think this is the first time we have seen our friend, the Keese. This one being the ice variant, which same thing as before. It's very annoying when they're ice imbued, but they also drop a ton of monster parts. A rare material dropped by a defeated Keese. It's fun to look at, but it doesn't seem to have much use at first glance. But it must be good for something, especially in Tears of the Kingdom. We also get its wing. Its frozen surface gleams attractively, but its usefulness isn't readily apparent. Yeah, you don't say. Oh my god, I thought those guardians were like Hinoxes or something. I was like, why do they look like... Mom told them it was their turn for the Xbox. This guy's also... Oh, I thought he was sleeping on the raft. Well, if possible, I guess I could probably just take him out. Whoops. Okay. Aiming with the Pro controller for the Switch 2 is so bizarre. Can I make this? Ugh. Thank you. Well, I'm probably not going to go for his stuff there, but thank you for the soldier's bow. So wait a minute. You can't drop anything like your shields or your bows from the outside menu, but I'm just going to go and do all of this. And we'll go and take you. Please and thank you. Yeah, I'm not going for those. I'm just gonna trust that they're not worth it, but soldier's bow's not too bad. And to get back, actually, I might just do this just to be safe. I don't want to get swept away by the current. It's terrifying. So okay, there's so much glinting. I thought I saw, yeah, there was this one down here. Okay, I thought I was misremembering that. Okay, so that's actually a little tricky. This is how we're supposed to cross. Probably don't want to go down the waterfall. Let's swap on over to Magnesis and... Oh, okay. Well, I think that solves that question. As long as this one doesn't fall. There we go. I'm so bad with Magnesis. Like, I'm afraid that I'm going to mess up pretty terribly here. Just fall to my death. Which should probably excite you. Let's go forward and down. You can't rotate like in Tears of the Kingdom, which I feel like would be very helpful. And it's gone. It's gone. All of this for a damn seed, man. Okay. Oh, you know, I can just do this. All right, get back. Will this work? Is this acceptable? Do I? I really hope it is. Okay. Oh, good. It won't get swept away. And we get another seed. Thank you. All right. So this is, I think, about where we would have been dropped off from our little fireplace. But I'm going to keep on going around this way. Doesn't look like there's anything else over here. Sometimes the developers are assholes. And they will put things out in the middle of, like, a raging river. And then expect you to go out in the middle of it and try to collect the goods, you know? Also, yes, I'm doing this instead of grabbing the thing again, but clearly it's not going to work out. All right, jump. Oh, God. And we jump again. So I definitely want to grab these. The ancient screw, not bad. And was there might be some stuff up there. I don't want to get too distracted though. I gotta stay focused. I gotta keep a clear objective in mind. Because one of the things that I had been sort of dreading about starting this project is just how distracted I get by things. Just because I know I'll forget to do it later and assume I already did it. Because when I play games, I usually just go towards the next shiny thing that catches my attention. And then other times, when I'm blasting through, I tend to skip all of the secrets. So I've been playing through Chronos, The New Dawn, which is an excellent game, and I really want to do it on the channel. It's from a Blooper team that did the Silent Hill 2 remake, and they also did the Dead Space remake as well. Also extremely good. I just keep skipping things on accident because I'm like, well, this looks like it would be a good place for a secret, but no. No, it does not. Magnesis, nothing. Christ, can you guys like stop hopping out of here? I mean, I could just shoot them, you know, but I don't know. It's not worth the arrow when I could just throw a bomb at them, you know? Also keeping an eye out for various goods and whatnot. So those guys are still struggling. I feel really bad for them. I don't know what they're called. I just thought that they were like Octorok balloons or something. But yeah, that's really tragic. Oh, and there is someone over here. All right, well, reckon I ought to snipe him. Yeah, there we go. Gyroscoping on the control here is strange. So if he becomes aggroed to us, I think they lift up into the air a little bit. So there we go. Please stay on the raft this time. Oh, good. No way. Oh my God, he dropped ice arrows. God, these guys are loaded. Well, we've got a soldier shield, guard up +8. It's easy to handle, but its core is made of wood, so it can catch fire. Well, that's unfortunate. Something splashed over there. Did I not explore those 2 wrecked guardians? Of course I didn't. Not me just getting distracted all over again. So, several bundles of wood here, which is excellent, and a Korok leaf. I'm going to leave that there, but I'm assuming that's so that you could take the raft and go off on your own merry business. I don't know exactly how interested in that idea I am. But going up here, I believe will take us to those 2 camps of bokoblins that we saw earlier. I think we even let some of them live. And there's the Temple of Time. If I was anything worth my salt, I would probably go down there right now and do all that stuff, but I don't think I will. I think I will pass and instead fight the dead, or newly undead. Thank you. Oh my God. Did the hand just like slap me? Oh no, he shot me. Brother, this time you got a friend. How dare you? Is that the first damage I've taken in this recording session? Of course it is. Why not? I'm not necessarily going for, you know, one of those runs. I think, God, it might have been a Breath of the Wild video on someone who took damage at Hyrule Castle, and they're like, imagine making it all this way and then getting hit now. It's like, yeah, it's tragic, but also, why would you torture yourself like that? I think self-imposed challenges are fun, but I just, the heartbreak would be too much for me, I fear. We got some amber. Is there anything? There is more over here. And there's an axe. An axe that I would like to be asked a question. So on account of the fact that this is almost dead, I'll just throw that in there. And I will take this as well. See, this game, it does reward curiosity. And normally it's not worth it, but it's still fun, you know? There we go, more amber. So amber is something that you might want to hold on to and not sell along with your opals and other jewels that you find, because they are quite precious in terms of rupee value early on in the game. But if you want to upgrade some weapons in the future, I do believe that is one of the big ones you want. So I'm going to take this very carefully, because at any point, if we fail and fall into the drink, we could be in trouble. But just as carefully as we came. Yeah, you don't normally have to deal with this cold of water either, usually. So it's kind of strange that they literally put us like here in the deep end so early. And you also want to watch out that you accidentally don't shatter it while you're on top of it. That would be a tragedy and a half. Alright, so nothing else around here. Good. Now, oh yeah, so there is a current, but let's go ahead and, yeah, I'll probably maybe stick with this. Let's go and swap on to our Korok leaf, and let's blow this popsicle stand. Literally. I don't think we can make our way upstream, but that is alright. Don't need to. Go this way. And it's actually really easy to determine your trajectory. Not the worst thing in the world, but we'll just make our way down this way, and also just be on the lookout. Because I wouldn't put it past them to put something there. I'm just curious, what fell in the damn water off that second platform? I almost, oops, I did not mean to hold that. I almost wonder if maybe it was a body part from the Bokoblin that fell. It just made like a pretty loud thunk. But this is fun. And I really enjoy icy stages and levels where they're prevalent. Say what you will about, you know, slippery ice controls and physics and stuff like that. I still have fun with it, and I enjoy the challenge. You know, people might consider it cheap and whatnot, but people say the same thing about Dark Souls. And to a certain point, I can agree with them until they bring up that point, so maybe not. Yeah, nothing. Well, if I miss anything, it's going to be embarrassing because I don't think I can make it up. Am I stuck? Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm just moving very slow. Okay. I hope I'm not caught on anything. There we go. Normally, yeah, the momentum on this usually gets a lot more strong. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Oh, God. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to go flying, careening off the side of this damn raft. All right. Take me home, Steve. This is where I want to be. Go and check these guardian corpses out just before I forget. Yeah, Action Jackson. Maybe I did. Maybe I did if there's nothing here. All right, maybe I just have terrible memory. Oh, and the thing respawned over here. That's nice. I wonder, could I use it on these guys? I might be able to. This could be very potent. This anti-Bokoblin deterrent is my specialty. Although I just don't know how helpful it will be in the long run. So if I do something like, I could also just knock him off. Hello. Oh God, oh my God, there's someone else over there. All right, well, here we go. Oof. Oh, that didn't work like I thought at all. Oh, he broke me out of it. All right, how about this? Oh, it was almost the suicide play. Oh, oop, oop, let's switch weapons. Careful now. You know, yeah, this one's probably gonna be pretty close to death. Here we go, get a flurry rush, but not too much, so we don't break it. Oh, good. Someone's trying to hit me. Okay. Where's the other guy? The one that fell. Did he just jump off the edge? Oh, can they not jump down? Because if they can't, there we go. That is what I was looking for. Oh, that's right. I gotta break the thing over there. Oh, he's running. He's scared. Oh, it's stuck. All right, how about this? Oh, shoot. Oh, there's even more of these peppers over here. All right, gentle. So this guy, he's very curious. He's also dark. Ugh, God. Yeah, he's smart. He's smart about it. Okay, that one's gonna need a little more work, I think. Oh, hold on. There we go. So how about this? Does this suit your infatuations? Close. Ah, he's fine. Oh, God, that's as bad. This is real bad. Okay. Please don't do that. Thank you. I'm gonna try to keep him at bay with this, because he can also technically not worry about being staggered like other enemies can. Oh, thank God. Give me that. Give me that. Here, you can go off the edge, because he hits hard. Go away. Okay, I think we're victorious. All right, I think we're safe. So we gotta cut the ropes on this. Can I do a twofer? Yuzu's barking at something. Oh my god, yes. Oh, the perfect shot. Look at that. Yeah. Magnesis is pretty fun if you remember how to use it. Got some Amba again. So there was no chest here. It's kind of unfortunate. Don't know why that is. And more arrows to make up for the ones we lost in the battle. All right, I'll take this. So cooking pot here is pretty good. Sometimes you might want to consider marking where they are. It's not super important, but there is, I think, a symbol on your map that you could put, or a stamp rather, as like, you know, you could put the cooking pot here, or you could do like a fairy fountain or something, but I'm not gonna worry about that. So we're making our way back around. We've already sort of explored the Forest of Spirits. I think this is where we learned how to cook. And then we'll just explore the rest of this little spot, and then we'll make our way down to Temple of Time. I hope this project isn't too annoying, but I do tend to like to do different things for my projects and not stick to the same formula. I know some people are actually really enjoying Dark Souls, and as much as I'd love to continue doing those games, I just feel like it would get kind of boring or just like a little stagnant. So if you don't think we'll be feeling that for Breath of the Wild, then might be in for a bit of a surprise. So here we have ourselves a bit of a stamina check. I don't know if I'll necessarily be able to make it on a single bar, but I can try. I can give it the old college effort. And I also have some things that can, you know, help us out here. There we go, not bad. So again, you might not want to sacrifice your distance for speed here, so let's just see. Will I make it? Will it blend? Find out next time on Breath of